area known as Patriots ball at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Over the last few decades, and this crowd has never the Pats emerge from their locker room. They are set. Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails. A first down throw for Book. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down. Book. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Kaepernick. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Colin Kaepernick. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Book. Eluding the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Stevenson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
To throw his Book. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point safely through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. take it at about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Patriots 7.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they go play action with Book. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Greg Newsome.
Interception. Come on, guys.
2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Kaepernick. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Kaepernick. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, Kaepernick. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now a second down and 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Book. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second. Toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A nice play.
Didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play.
McCaffrey. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Look under pressure, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors at that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Book. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Kaepernick now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And the Browns, first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 48-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Kaepernick. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And just shedding him off there. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Patriots 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Play action now. Book. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Book. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the play fake, here's Book. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This is McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 5. To throw his Book. Completes it to Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. A first down throw for Book. Got the connection here to Bourne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. And they go play action with Book. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Stevenson. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. First down, here's White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Book. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the play. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins, he finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
Book under pressure, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. .38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. Oh, he shifts past him.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Book. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got Henry, and Henry's hit. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Browns. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.